is back to the traffic jam. For some California drivers, hybrid car owners will no longer be able to use the HOV lane during their commute. The state says the incentive has done its job, and now more hybrid cars are on the road. Electric cars will still be able to use the HOV lane and travel in the far left. So what do you think? Should drivers of hybrid cars get to bypass traffic in the HOV lane, or do you think they should have to go over to the big old long line with all the other drivers?
Well, there's got to be a limit somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do this forever because it gets to a point where you're hogging up the HOV lane and it doesn't even serve its purpose because there are so many hybrid cars.
And I think that's the problem they're facing. Everyone in California, with all the traffic they have to deal with, it's like, okay, I'll go out and buy a hybrid. Next thing you know, the carpool lane is slower than the rest of the lanes.
Yeah, and in California, we were talking, it's difficult to get into those HOV lanes because you have to wait for certain areas. So then you have traffic jams caused that way as well. Let's get to what you guys are saying on Facebook. Danielle Hoover writes,
I don't care who's in the lane as long as they go fast and don't hold me up.
Amen, sister. Sarah Drexel says, hybrids use gas on the freeway, not electricity. They only use electricity when they are going about 25. So they should have to have 2 or more people in their car, too.
Brad Cooper writes on Facebook, as long as there are enough people in the car to cover the requirements, yes. If it is just the driver in the car, I would say no.
David Gonzalez says, no, a rule is a rule, which is the whole point, obviously, of the carpool lane. But, a lot of governments in states across the country decided, let's give hybrid cars access to the carpool lane because they're doing a good thing, and we want to encourage people to buy these hybrid cars. That was the whole idea.
Right, and I think that's what that one viewer was saying. If you have one person in these hybrid cars in the HOV lane, then the HOV lane doesn't become so efficient after all.